Hey, how you doing? My name is Ronnie Dean Harris, aka Oz12, and my ancestral names are Kwala and Malithuk, and my families come from Stalo, Statlium, Liwat, and Inkalkapmuk territories. And I'm one of the facilitators here at the Indigenous Music Retreat, or the First Peoples Cultural Council.
So my name is Sarah Pocklington, and I'm Cree Métis, originally from Edmonton, Alberta. I'm extremely passionate about music and about our artists. We have amazing, amazing musicians in our communities, and I'm really passionate about assisting them to showcase who they are and what they do. And so it was a real honor for me to be invited to help bring this program to life for professional and emerging artists.
I found out about this music retreat on social media. I think it's really cool that they're doing this in BC. I think it's super important for all these artists to come together and build a network and learn from people who've been doing it for 20 years, and it's been great. They keep us busy. We're tired though, but it's awesome.
This retreat's been really it's been put together by some really great people. The instructors that they have out here are I'm learning so much from them, and they're such great people. The first talking circle was about identity, and they really pushed our buttons and twisted things and made us really think about who we are as artists and who we are as people.
I really want artists to think about the contributions we make to the Indigenous music scene as becoming a sustainable economy in itself. I find that as Indigenous artists, we're trying to place ourselves in a commercial industry that doesn't really see us. We have to kind of create a political body or a critical mass of us together, building into a scene, building into venues, building into show production, and building into the pre-production of music, so that we can remain sustainable and have a voice in this. Also to promote Indigenous culture and values through music, because the values of music are largely brought to us through the commercial industry to sell products. We have a real important opportunity to share our messages, to share our stories, to share our values as who we are as Indigenous people. So for me, that's the thing, is to kind of root people in their values and what gifts they can bring to the Indigenous music scene, but also what gifts we take out of it and how we create sustainability through that. So those are kind of the things I've been bringing to the table, because as a programmer and a producer, but also as a performer, having stages for us to play at, having gender balance, having balance of our cultures, making sure we're not just a side stage act or the traditional welcoming and you go. We want to be on the front stage. We want better players. We want better production. We want main stage time. So those are the kind of things that I've been thinking about, really trying to plant some seeds in so that we can have some sovereignty in what we do.
My name is Kinnie Starr. Kinnie Starr is my artist name. Kinnie is my middle name. I'm hired as an instructor here, which kind of supports my world vision as a musician, because I love teaching. I've been teaching for 15 years. My primary thing that I'm interested in as an artist is properly editing material. So a lot of us have really great ideas, and then we can put it down. But the process that I really love in making music is editing. I love to encourage people to edit their material properly, and that means pulling everything apart, looking at it critically. I find it really important to focus on cleaning the fat out of lyrics. So that's really what I teach, is how to get the narrative stronger and get rid of the clutter.
I think the purpose of this week is to bring our artists together so that they can learn about what's available to them in terms of support within the music industry, and also for them to be able to collaborate and share with each other, build each other up, which helps build the Indigenous music industry as well. I think it also offers that opportunity for artists to engage in artist development and start looking at the kinds of things that maybe they would like to learn a little bit more of or get a little bit more experience in, and do it in a safe environment where it's okay to make mistakes. We all make mistakes, so we all have to try things out to see what works, and this is a perfect opportunity to do that.
My favorite workshop that I've done has probably been the jamming workshop, because it's so far out of my element and it's something that I'm so uncomfortable doing. So it was a really cool experience, the collaborative workshop, to be able to kind of get thrown out of your comfort zone and feel comfortable doing something like that. So I would say that's probably been my favorite experience, as well as connecting with other Indigenous artists, reconnecting with them, and just sharing knowledge with each other and support for one another. I think that's really cool to be a part of.
I've learned so much about building a business and a brand and identity, which I put a lot of energy into. And it was sort of like I put this energy out and all of a sudden this camp appeared to me and gave me this opportunity and really has provided me everything that I need at this point where I'm at in music. And then also just like community-wise. All of a sudden I came here and there's this community, this really supportive community of family and resources available, so it's been really awesome.
I personally love doing these programs because we always learn from each other, so they're going to learn something from me, I'm going to learn something from them, and I love, meeting other artists and just experiencing different avenues in this music industry and give back, where we have to help our community to rise,
Indigenous artists are not about just elevating themselves and learning for themselves. They're really about helping other artists and also elevating communities, celebrating what is amazing and musically about communities and each other. And I think that's really different. There's not this competition where it's like, there's only room for me. I think Indigenous artists recognize there's room for everybody and we need to support everybody so that we can all get to where we want to go.